Hello and welcome back to episode 9 of our Rimworld playthrough. Yeah, we have Patty joining us. There was a few people that commented in the most recent episode wanting to join, and it's great to see the interest. Normally I go first come, first serve, but as I mentioned last time, there was a few people that had put their name in a long time ago, and I just wanted to make sure any of those people, if you were still waiting for your name, you would get priority over somebody who may have responded first. And so, Patty, you won this round, but we still have a friend who we don't know. Maybe they'll come along as well. And yeah, lots of opportunities to join the colony. Although we do need to make sure we're balancing the number of combatants we have. And I think we're okay because, you know, Bear and Patty are pretty capable. Alina's, you know, our weakest, arguably our most non-combatant. Not necessarily our weakest colonist by any stretch, but boy, it's been a moment, and Edgar is immediately just eating things off the ground. But we are at the very tail end of winter here, and things are looking up. I love to see these full batteries. Brings me joy, but we did turn off the power here. We have plenty of meat and things, and it's still nice and cool. But we are, you know, trucking along. Lots of research. That's our sort of next steps here. In terms of gear, we also probably want Patty putting on that short bow so we can get them equipped. We do need to look at getting more bedrooms done, and that's on the menu here. So we want to get this done as soon as possible, and that's just going to add more stress on our power situation due to heat, but it is something that needs to happen. I am tempted to just, you know, wall off maybe a section here or something and have like a little tiny bedroom, little 3x3 or something. We can slap some colonists in, but I think just being able to expand this will be fine. We also have this room, our little dining room that we could be building off of, and I think that's reasonable as well. But any opportunity we can use to build from existing rooms into more rooms without having to have too many hallways, without having to have too many direct paths outside. Like, this kind of sucks having a doorway to outside again, but we'll look at ways that we can kind of get around having that. But like having a central heated room that can, you know, warm up a bunch of rooms would be more efficient potentially. Oh boy, we also have Lewis joining. And now we have so many people of the libertism ideology that we can, you know, do something with that. That's our primary ideology has changed from archonic path to libertism. There's more colonists that are part of libertism than any other ideology. Oh boy. We might need to make some adjustments. Oh boy. So, we have a libertism. Edgar, well, he does his own thing. And it's really just Alina who's the holdout. So that's actually hilarious. We'll put Edgar off to the side here. And I think it was Cryo. Well, welcome aboard. This is another generally non-combatant, but an excellent doctor. So our ratio, we kind of have like a 3 to 2. Could be a little dangerous. We might need to start training up. I mean, obviously Alina's, you know, we can throw a bow or something on you. Speaking of, we should probably just make everybody bows just to have, because it's better to, you know, put something downrange than not. We also need to really think about our clothing. We need to make sure that we have, let's add a couple parkas, a couple toques. We're having a party. Excellent. We have what are our needs here? No recent conquest. So Patty is somebody we might consider putting in the prison and reconverting. Oh, the party's been called off. Nobody came to the party. It's really awkward. I guess Cryo is dealing with some health issues. We have a go juice addiction. Um, we do have some significant pain. Uh, Man, we need more beds. We need a lot of things very quickly, very suddenly. In terms of what we can do, I mean, we need that doctoring to happen. We do have an excellent warden. Unfortunately, our most excellent of wardens is the least capable at converting people to our ideologian, which is not the best at all. I'm waiting to also see if now that we're in spring, if we're going to get any light out of these solar panels, or if these are just permanently kind of hooped. That could be a problem for us. It is now getting to be just warm enough inside, and we have a group of shamblers. We don't really have room in our containment facility, which is too bad. We need to expand the containment facility. So I would like to do at least get the guts for that a little bit, and we'll expand that out because it looks like going down this way is not really going to work. So we might have to start building our containment facility out towards the monolith, which is a totally reasonable place. So we'll do that, and we'll see. We'll keep an eye on these shamblers. Honestly, shamblers. Ooh, it's a tiny little. Oh, it's a 9-year-old kid. That's so sad. 9-year-old boy and his 2 moms. Yeah. Poor little shamblers. All right, Cryo is figuring it out here. Doctoring, doing the doctor thing. I think we are limited right now in terms of our construction based on the limited amount of marble that we've collected. So I think this area here has the most marble. So we'll get that all hauled in. And that should get things going there. We need more crafters, really. So I think for now, we will have Cryo be the crafter. Lots of health and things to work on. It looks like we're making a marble statue right now. It's not great. Let's get those blocks back. And let's not allow marble for now. Even though marble is really beautiful. We need the marble because we decided to make most of our base out of marble because it looks cool, like the color. And who cares about other things? And obviously we want to prioritize making more things out of marble. And as it's slightly warming up, oh my gosh, we're just like, it's too cold. I need to go inside. Bear's meditating. Why don't you just have your own? Instead of being weird about it. Oh, and I have a nice solar flare there, knocking everything out, making sure things get very cold very quickly. Yeah, it's gonna get cold in here. Shoot, and once again I've failed to have enough wood just kicking around. And because it's so cold, all the trees are gone and dead, and just these rotted stumps. We do have the harbinger trees. These stumps are all rotting. I wonder how much wood we could get from these. Let's see. No, we're not a plant cutter. Patty, are you a plant cutter? How much are we getting? That is not enough, but we're getting close. Aha. That will do. Yeah, I knew it. Who's our constructor? We're missing wood. I thought There's 14 wood right there. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a harvest ruined. And we had a lot of that was 100% grown too. And of course, the solar flare is back. And we are now once again in starvation mode. Well, not quite exactly, but it's going to be less than ideal. So what we can do here is let's harvest what we can. Get Patty in there. And we're going to actually turn off the automatic refuel. And, you know, we salvaged a couple meals worth. Really, we just want Patty in there growing it back as fast as possible. Let's get this buffalo meat out of there. Put it in there. So we do have, you know, a few more days worth of food. We do have a few buffalo yet on the map that we can always harvest those if we need to. We want to keep an eye out on these shamblers too. What are we doing? We're all cracked up and banged up, and we're freezing because cryo, despite the name, is not the best at foregoing the cold. And I think that is something we should note. Okay, I do need to make a wall. I think though I'm gonna build this in, and then I'm gonna make the wall, make a door here. So we'll fully wall this in, and we just need to make sure Bear doesn't do something silly like build themselves into the place here. We also need to want monitors, like as we deconstruct to build a door, that we're not going to accidentally enclose or, like, you know, release the creature rather. Okay, perfect. Also, these snow hares, I guess these corpses are completely rotting, right? And we can't eat them, which is too bad. Oh, speaking of eating things, okay, we're doing okay. What was that? Oh, that was just one of our contained creatures. Man, those random screams can be a little disconcerting sometimes. Patty's just sleeping in the rice room. Patty is having a nap in the rice paddies. Very appropriate. Awesome. Okay. We also have, this room is almost done. So we're going to, I think, build a copy here. This is a priority. Sorry, Cryo. It's going to be a little chilly in your room today. And we're going to put this back down here. All right. And honestly, for the spring, we probably don't need this many heaters in here. We probably could put one up in here. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. This room is going to not need to. But we still are producing more power than we need. It's really all our power is going to heat and then our sun lamp. So we aren't doing too many intense things right now. Keeping an eye on these shamblers as always. Probably could have done had more consideration, I should say, around. Yes, Patty, what are you doing? Come inside, you silly goose. You're just out here sleeping on the ground. Get in here. Get that hypothermia gone, you weirdo. And we definitely need some more cleaning to happen. This is disgusting in here. I do like the feature of just, you know, clean kitchen and they automatically kind of get the whole thing. Pretty nice. All right. We also just need more overall beds because these wooden slabs were definitely meant for our initial ideologen, which apparently we've drifted away from. And I guess we have 3 of these people, or is it only 2? Did we just have 2? I guess it's only 2, so it's hardly a majority. And I think Patty, who's the real grumpy goose here, needs to be yeah, we absolutely need to convert Patty. So I think we will make that change. We probably will have to wait till Key gets back from the quest, which we can actually look at right now. So Key is going to return in 14 days. So it was for 20 days. It's been about a week, 2 more weeks, and we'll have Key back, and then we can start converting to ideology and stuff probably. I think that'll be fine. Let's actually get this light going because, you know, that is also important. Otherwise, we're just going to starve. And we need more research. We need more production. We're getting some good marble produced here. We need this to become a slate door, which we don't have enough installed. So what we will do, now that we have a crafter who's kind of working 24/7, we'll get him on that. And wow, these bruises and cracks and what that was like an instant. Oh, I think it was a break warning, and then it went away because we immediately rebuilt the roof, and then this decided that, like, you know what, we're actually still okay in here. I guess both of these had a moment of potentially breaking down, and man, poor Patty here. Yes, I know, major break risk. To the point where I think we just need to arrest Patty anyways. Or I guess who would be the best at arresting Patty? No, not you. Not you. It really is Bear. Good luck. Well done. We're gonna arrest Patty for their own good. And as a prisoner, we want to convert. We need to change that. We need to make you a warden, and you suck at it, and this is going to take 1,000,000 years. But we're going to convert you to that. Thank you. Well done. Cryo's feeding the addiction. Good for you, our addicted doctor. That's the best part about the Rim here, right? The stories of this little community. We have our new doctor that fell from the sky with everything broken, and, you know, fixed themselves up, and they're just like, what a backstory here. They're dependent on smoke leaf. They are also addicted to go juice. They're just, yeah, they are rough. Things are rough, and they're just a masochist out here. They're like, oh, just this doctor just doesn't care about themselves. They're just rough. We also have a chemical interest in Bear. I mean, we have clearly a appetite for things, and apparently we're getting animals now. We have a bonus ram. I mean, this is also going to be dinner for Edgar. We are not keeping animals out here. That's ridiculous. It's too cold. We're not going to have an indoor like hay area for the rams. It's too much wealth. They get out of control, and it is too much responsibility. We don't have time for that. We have creatures to study, and Alina is already busy doing other things, just doing regular research. Can we do the dark study first? Actually, let's get on that dark study. You know, because the dark study is limited. whereas regular research is something that can, be done once we've cracked open this monolith. So we've done that, and now we're going for a walk. Great, enjoy, I suppose. And you actually, Alina, I need to be really honest with you. Your brand new job, you're not going to take care of children. Your brand new job is actually to warden, and you're going to do that above all else because we need Patty back. And yeah, that's actually a pretty successful conversion ratio there. 7% a day. We'll get Patty well before we get Key back. And I think we need to, rebalance our ideology a little bit. We need to refocus on the monolith out here. Our colonists we're becoming too used to just surviving, and we're not focusing on the science that needs to happen. This is just meant to be a meager base camp focused in on science. We need to secure the perimeter, crack down on these creatures, and really get the job done. Speaking of perimeters, we've been making more marble blocks, and there's a goal eventually of building some defense. Whoops, we don't want to just deconstruct. I actually kind of want to think about future proofing, but we won't. We'll just do the one. I think, yeah, we'll keep it fairly closed in like that for now, because we must. And yeah, we'll have opportunities potentially to have a singular hall that expands into maybe some other containment facility. I'm sad that the overall placement here didn't work out. I could honestly just move this over one nick where this is. There's a lot of rebuilding and reconfiguring we could do, but we're kind of going for the organic building that I like to do here. Didn't really plan it all out. Just kind of happy little accidents, as it were. It'll work out in the end, right? We need way more wood. We have a warg. That's fun. That's our ram out here, who is definitely on a mission. Looks like the shamblers have officially collapsed. I don't see any red on our map, which is usually the indicator. We have a hare here. We're gonna not. I kind of need to deal with that warg. I'm scared that I'm gonna send Edgar over here to go have dinner, and then that warg is going to kill us all. But it worked out. So we had we had a snack, but we're still hungry, and we're honestly low on food. We have a couple days left, and it's gonna take the rice a while. We were doing so well, but unfortunately, things happen. Solar flares that are well timed with freezing temperatures and all that. But the animals are back. It's springtime. They're well on their way here. So we're just gonna continue to manually hunt, and Edgar can enjoy the fruits of their labor there. Yeah, we'll just bring Edgar back. Get some meat. Ancient mech. Oh, cool. Yeah, passing near the remains of an ancient exostrider mechanoid, Alina noticed an intact transponder. If you could get the transponder, you could read valuable information from it. The massive mech is smashed and fused into a solid piece. You must destroy it to retrieve the transponder. That could be fun. We could get the mechanoid thing happening, but not really what we need to do. Honestly, let's also just get this other animal converted into dinner. That is a good amount of meat on the ibex rams as well. Oh, and Patty is wandering around in a daze, which is totally fine. I mean, in a daze in your cell, absolutely. Oh, you're sad about the animals being killed. Um, yeah, there was no way your particular ideology was gonna work out, my friend. I am incredibly sorry, and I'm so uh, yeah, I'm just disappointed, really, more than anything, um, because you are like a bloodthirsty killer. Like, look at your shooting. Like we need you out on the front lines. Edgar, we really don't need you eating all our food, but here we are. Rice doing its best to get growing here. A couple more days, we'll have a harvest, and we might have to do a little teensy weensy bit of geothermal power. Geothermal power. That I forgot I was doing that. Um, that is fantastic. We're gonna get that set up for next winter. We're gonna have to do some creative protection around that particular source there. But that's great. So we have electricity. We could get some armor. We could go back to machining and get flak armor. Let's do that actually. Because we have smithing already, so we could make some things. So let's get some machining done. And I think, I mean, this is like the most direct line straight down. Also, this was one in the future, like I really thought about. It's just this stupid tree was in the way. But we could put our geothermal there. We could also put our geothermal here, and then just straight like that into like our power grid. I think that might be fine. But I mean, this is really close. So we have some options. Let's get this going, at least planned out. And then what we want to do as well, we do want to wall it off. We want to have this defended so raiders aren't going to come mess with our power too much, and we'll get that all with underground wiring into our grid. And I'm wondering if for power, yeah, we could just go right across the, I mean, this takes a huge amount of steel. I think it's just as good to bring ourselves over a little bit. And so we are gonna mine this whole vein, get all that steel going. We're gonna need a few more components, and we'll get that ready to go. We have luckily some compacted machinery as well that we'll work on mining out, but it'll probably be a minute. And we're well into April, and oh, it happened. It absolutely happened. Edgar, get out here. Cryo, run away. Bear, get out here. We need to get into the defensive line. Okay, you be bait. Edgar, you hold the line. All right, slow it down. Take the shot. And once again, Bear. I'm flabbergasted. You're a champion. What is your shooting? Like 5? Yeah. Ridiculous. The best number 5 in the world. Holy smokes. Just right to the brain. Just completely decimated the warg. That's dinner for the week. It's so good. What a way. And honestly, I think we're just going to end it there. That was great. We've expanded our base a little bit. We got a couple beds going, or bedrooms rather. We have an opportunity to expand our containment facility. We didn't get those shamblers. They kind of went away. We've been scrambling with food and power and things, but we now have our geothermal underway. We have some more defensive walls and structures and things like that. We're going to be expanding this out, probably wrapping around a little bit to do something over here. Continuing to flesh out our facility. We have, most of the living quarters up here, most of our containment facility down here towards the monolith, and this is our nice defensive channel. Kind of liking the way it's all turning out here. As always, so thank you so much for watching and the comments and everything. It's been so positive and so wonderful. It honestly, it makes my day every time I see the nice words that are being left on the video. So I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.